I'm Hazel. I am an artist, a designer and a yoga teacher currently living in Edinburgh in Scotland. I teach Hatha Yoga at a community class which is paid by donation. I would describe myself as quite an open person. I feel very drawn to people, and that's something I love about sharing yoga with the community. I love practicing yoga outside in nature and being alone in nature. That really refuels me. When I'm making artwork, I really like to try more traditional forms like painting, printmaking, ceramics or illustration. My work explores the polarities between the light and the dark, the yin and the yang, the divine masculine and divine feminine. I take a lot of inspiration from nature, the cycles of the planets, the cycles of the seasons. I use a lot of geometric patterns in my artwork. I find drawing them can be almost like an active meditation. I work a lot with hands, with mudras, which are the poses that you can practice that activates different energy centers in the body. So with a lot of my artwork, I'm exploring the energies of the two extreme polarities, how you can experience two opposite emotions in the same moment, to be extremely happy and extremely sad. The fact that we could look at it and say that we are living or we are dying in the same moment, all the space in between these two polarities where life is happening. This is really where you are experiencing everything a life has to offer by feeling these extreme emotions and also just having acceptance of them. That's the opportunity to really experience life. I started practicing yoga in 2009 after I left university. Before that point, everything in my life had been quite controlled and structured. Going to school in Scotland, it was like primary school, secondary school, university, and then suddenly I graduated uni and I had all this freedom and I didn't really know who I was or what I should be doing with my life. And I stumbled across the Buddhist Centre in Glasgow, and that's where I first started practicing yoga. I really loved the Buddhist approach to yoga. It's incorporated a lot with the philosophy and it's very slow and mindful, and it just gave me some really good grounding that I really needed at that point in my life. I spent a lot of time in my 20s, I guess, doing a bit of soul searching, trying to maybe still answer those questions of, who am I or what's my purpose. I practice and teach Hatha Yoga. Yoga is written in an ancient Indian language called Sanskrit, and the word Hatha means sun-moon. So Ha is the sun and Tha is the moon. In the Hatha practice, we embody the energies of both the solar and the lunar energies. The sun is more of this extroverted energy, the energy of action, the heat in the body. And then we have the moon, which is more intuitive, passive, the energy of being and the energy of doing. The word yoga means union. This is the union between the mind, body and soul. I like to synchronise my yoga classes based on the seasons. So using the Celtic wheel of the year, the solstice, the equinoxes and the midpoints between those. I like to weave poetry, philosophy, mantras and music into the classes. There is a feeling of, being held with a group of friends, like-minded people, and having a moment of calm in the middle of the city. We've become a community of friends, and a lot of the people come back every week, so we've all got to know each other, and I find that nurturing. People feel intimidated to come into yoga class. They think they need to look a certain way or have a certain body type. It doesn't matter if you're looking at the person next to you and they can touch their toes and you can't. It's not really about that. We all know that our bodies are not permanent, and it's just really being present with your body in the moment, appreciating the opportunity to practice yoga. A lot of the time people can actually cry in a yoga class, which is good because it's releasing. It's releasing any tension. Patanjali, who wrote in the Yoga Sutras, he said something along the lines of, it doesn't matter what path draws you to yoga, the point is that you're here now. I think that's a really interesting point to remember, because we have people that come to yoga class who are from all different types of backgrounds. For me, I was drawn to it in that search for balance. That's why it's been a constant feature in my life for the last over 10 years now. It is definitely becoming quite trendy, yoga. And I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing, because it's just drawing more people to it. Even if they have different intentions of why they want to get into yoga, people might find a lot more than they're expecting.